Welcome back, everyone. Positive energy in the house. Jeff Bush of Financially Speaking, my advisor, and he's given me great advice for a retired school teacher. Your show is on the PCTV network, Financially Speaking with Jeff Bush, and I personally cannot thank you enough for the sensible, practical. We use the word pragmatic to describe the Springport coach's approach. Everything's logical, practical, based on reasoning, and you put me on the right path. I want to thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome, Bernie, and it's great to work with you, and it's great to be here this afternoon for this exciting PIAA basketball game. And we're a proud sponsor of the game, and of course you can watch our show on PCTV, and of course it's also on the PCTV network. And if you want to contact us for further financial information, you can reach me at info@informedfamily.com, or you can call us, and I'll give you my number. It's 610-630-4495.
Jeff, I want to just, again, the landscape has changed over the last 2-3 years, especially with COVID and now the volatility that we see on Wall Street. So what advice would you give to, there's so many baby boomers like me out there, someone who's looking at retirement just coming up or has just recently retired?
Well, that's a good question, Bernie, and for us it's really all about planning. These kinds of volatility that we're seeing in the market right now, these are things that we expect over the course of a retirement. And not necessarily COVID specifically, but a lot of volatility. We're always seeing volatility in the market. If we look at the stock market over the last 20 years, we've been through 3 significant downturns. So I think that's to be expected. So I think the important message here is to plan for it. If we plan for these unexpected things, then we can work through them.
Final question for the younger generation, my son, people in their 20s and 30s. What advice would you give them looking at the market they see today?
Well, I think for young people, it's all about starting early and investing early, using a company retirement plan if they have one, and just do regular investing. And when you're investing for the long term, let the market be your friend. When the market's low, you're buying at low prices. So you just have a long view, and stocks do well over the long term, and that's really the best way to become wealthy, is to invest regularly.
Sensible, logical, practical, my kind of guy. And again, I thank you for the advice you've given me, and thank you for sponsoring our PIAA State Playoff Sports on the PCTV network. Jeff Bush of Financially Speaking.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Bernie.